Hello everybody and welcome back to W12 Universe. You are watching Monday Night Raw. We are just 24 hours removed from WrestleMania and we are now beginning the 2011 WWE Draft. I'm actually not going to be booking a single match for this week, so if we get some really stupid cutscenes, some really questionable things happening, I do apologize. There's going to be a lot of cross-brand stuff that the game has been trying to book for ages, and I was just like, you know what? Draft week is kind of like the matches aren't as important on draft week, because you're just kind of having either random matches or matches that are for draft picks. There are two draft matches that are coming up tonight, including our semi-main event and our main event. Our semi-main event, Beth Phoenix versus Natalya one-on-one, a WrestleMania rematch, happening just 24 hours after the two face-off WrestleMania. However, this matchup will not be a submission match. This will be just a standard one-on-one match between the two. So that should be interesting. And then in our main event, as is tradition for the draft, the world champion of each brand will be facing off against each other, meaning that there will be a one-on-one matchup between the WWE champion, The Undertaker, and the world heavyweight champion, Batista. That's a pretty big main event. And here comes Santino, who is set to go one-on-one with Randy Orton to start things off. I'll be completely honest with you guys, the game has been trying to book this as the main event for, I think, at least 2 months of Universe. I don't know what's going to happen here. But, Santino is strutting down. Oh, cut the cameras, cut the cameras! I don't know who that is! Who could that be? We don't have any wrestlers that look like that. No. That's okay. That's all right. Randy's got this. Don't look at the guy in red. Randy Orton attacked Santino on the way to the ring. That's what happened. Yeah. Randy Orton attacked him. Oh my god. It's already trying to use people I got rid of ages ago. I'm not surprised. Randy Orton with a vicious attack as Santino was making his way to the ring. He's not going to waste any time. The hardcore champion wanting to lay absolute waste to Santino and Marella here tonight. I don't know who thought that this match would be good. I mean, Vince, obviously. It's Monday Night Raw. This is now his show again. But, I don't know why he thought this was a good match. It's probably the better way to put it. I literally just woke up. If I sound a little rough at the moment, I should sound a little better by SmackDown. I always sound like this when I first start the day. I don't normally start recording right away, but I kind of slept in again, and I'm getting a bit pissed off at myself for it. So I thought I'd just get this done as quick as I could. Not waste any time. There is actually a dual chant built into the game for Santino versus Randy Orton. Whose fucking dream match is this? Who wants this? What the fuck? There are so many matches that they could have put dual chants in. They went for Orton and Santino. You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men. I think that's the thing I hated about Santino is, like, WWE treated him like a comedy character, but they also took him seriously. And I don't think you can do both. You either take him seriously or he's a comedy character. And that, I think, is probably one of the biggest reasons I disliked him. That and the fucking sock puppet finisher. Absolutely not. Yeah, of course he would. It's Santino, motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that a pretty damn stupid finisher, but it was a finisher, I guess. It's a stunner, it's what Stone Cold does. It's just a really goofy one that didn't have any impact. Randy Orton doesn't even need to do an RKO to beat Santino, let's be honest. Okay. Randy Orton doesn't even need to do his RKO to beat Santino, let's be honest. That would do it. That would be enough. Told ya. Orton didn't want to waste any time on Santino Marella here tonight, and I can't blame him. That was a good move. You don't need this, you just overcame a huge match at WrestleMania. Does this count as a draft match? But they're both on Raw. Who's getting drafted to where? You just said that I did a draft match. What? We're taking a superstar from Raw and we're adding them to Raw. I mean, to be honest, Beth Phoenix versus Natalya is a draft match, and that's also two Raw against each other, so I don't actually know what it's going to do here. No. And Randy Orton just staring down one of the fans as we close out this one. Yeah. Alright, well here's another inter-promotional matchup for you. A very interesting one. The former Raw General Manager gone ECW World Champion Mick Foley has issued a challenge to two superstars he felt have been too heavily slept on here on Raw. He wants to give them both the time to shine. So Mick Foley has requested that he faces Team DZ in a handicap match. He wants to give them the spotlight. He wants to give them a match with a world champion. He requested this. McMahon obliged, and so the ECW champion Mick Foley is going to guest appear here on Raw to face off against Team DZ. This is going to be an interesting one. I don't quite know how confident Foley's feeling in this one, but he feels like these two needed it. Say Team DZ definitely haven't had the most spectacular year. They have most recently been more involved with the World Heavyweight Championship picture, but barring that, they haven't really been all that utilized. Foley implying that he's been kicking himself for not using them more. Well, here you go. Can't wait to see Mick Foley make his grand entrance as ECW champion. A sight I've been waiting to see for a while. Uh-oh. Where is he? Where is Mick Foley? He not coming out? Wait, what? What's gonna happen here? Well, I know he's been making a name for himself lately, but you gotta be kidding me. Jetstar! I mean, he was competing at WrestleMania last night. I can't, I'm not allowed. He's taken Foley's spot in this handicap match. He's not even teaming with his partner Nemesis. This is a tag match. Jetstar has just stolen this spot from Mick Foley, and I mean, this does make some sense. Jetstar and Nemesis only ever headed off to SmackDown because they lost to Team DZ. They ended up getting traded over to that brand, and yeah, as I say, this does make sense, but obviously with the draft, full of yawns. Obviously with the draft in effect as of tonight, they could be reunited, they could be back on the same brand. I get it. Side suplex takes him down. Oh, my eyes, man. Ooh, I do not normally record right after waking up like this. I apologize. Well, Jetstar's really giving himself a challenge. I mean, last night this man went through a grueling 6-man ladder match for the Light Heavyweight Championship that Tyson Kidd won. And then he comes out here tonight and says, no, I'm going to fight this handicap match. It's a very bold move. There's some backstage altercations and information that I cannot really go into right now, but needless to say, the man who lost the Light Heavyweight Championship, Evan Bourne, I can't say any more than this, but he is no longer going to be a part of any brand following his championship loss. That is all I can say. We've also been told that following his heartbreaking quick elimination in the WrestleMania 4-way for the European Championship that Wade Barrett's tag team partner, William Regal, has stepped down as a competitor. He says that he clearly doesn't have it anymore and he would like to resign, at least for now, and maybe focus on getting back into a better shape so he can one day come back and compete again for the European Championship. So for the time being, William Regal has stepped down as an active competitor. Let's start looking for something big here. See, the problem is he doesn't normally hook the arms for that pile driver.
And that punch lands hard. Ziggler, sleeper hold.
Dolph Ziggler trying to force a submission out of Jetstar. This has very much been a one-on-one match. We've not seen any Daniel Bryan in this one.
And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold.
I still can't believe Jetstar would come out and issue like this challenge himself, lay out the ECW champion. I mean, he's done two very major moves in one go here. If he gets drafted to ECW, he's just taken out Mick Foley. He's absolutely going to be in some kind of contention for the ECW championship. But if he comes here to Raw or Team DZ go to SmackDown, he's already found his first rival.
He drops the elbow.
Every superstar is backstage at tonight's shows. Raw, ECW, and SmackDown. There will be no draft matches on ECW, but there will be plenty of cross-promotional matches taking place on ECW as well. If I had to guess, we're probably going to see CM Punk and Edge face off in the main event of ECW this week. I can say that with a pretty high amount of confidence because that has been yet another match that has been constantly trying to be booked on ECW of all shows every freaking week. I might have to edit a few matches on ECW though, because I think they involve people that aren't here anymore. Obviously, those ones I'll have to replace with something else.
Hold on a minute. What have they got brewing here?
Some great teamwork by Team DZ on display. Jetstar is not looking too favorable. I don't know quite what inspired him to want to fight both these two alone.
Watch out here. Wow.
Obviously, he's been feeling good off of his WrestleMania momentum and his road to WrestleMania.
Gonna have to have those ribs looked at after this match.
But this ain't looking great for him right now. I mean, obviously, as I say, taking out the ECW champion, great move, really big, impressive move, but fighting with these two in a handicap match, not so very much. Stop throwing your sweat. What the fuck does that sign mean? Who's throwing sweat? Heads up move by Dolph Ziggler. That's gotta be it. It's gotta be over. Jetstar has just been getting annihilated. Yeah, it kinda had to be. There was a very clear turning point in that match where Ziggler locked in the sleeper hold, and that was just it. It was just Ziggler all over Jetstar on offense. Well, I'm gonna guess this also wasn't a draft match in the end. Team DZ are victorious. I mean, Bryan barely even did anything. This was basically Ziggler versus Jetstar. I don't know why he signed up for this handicap match, but well, he got it. Team DZ standing victorious as Raw rolls. Oh, and here comes. But no, he's stepped down from being a wrestler. No, this doesn't work. Are all the cutscenes just going to be things that don't work? Is that really what we're in for this week? Just lots of no. Can't wait. Here comes the brand new women's champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Natalya.
At long last, Natalya is one of the women's. There you go, draft. This is our first official draft match. Only two tonight. I don't think there'll be very many on SmackDown either. A lot of it will be happening kind of off-screen, but these are the main featured ones where we can see silly shit like Mark Henry get drafted from one brand to another brand, then drafted back to his brand, then drafted to another brand, all in the span of a week. Oh, I love WWE 12. That was actually, I think, 2K14 where that happened, but I just thought I'd remind everyone that had maybe forgotten about that. Wait, what the hell? What? I mean, yeah. She was the final Divas champion. Divas? She was the final Divas. Oh, I got there eventually. Final Divas champion. What the hell is she doing bringing that thing back out? Some kind of bitter attempt at saying, yeah, Natalya beat me for the Women's Championship, but look what I still have. I'm still technically a champion. You gotta be kidding me. Beth Phoenix literally lost the Women's Championship to Natalya just last night, and she got so bitter she dug up that old thing. Wow. Well, here we go. Beth Phoenix and Natalya. One-on-one. We saw this match just 24 hours ago at WrestleMania in a submission match. This one not quite the same. And I gotta say, with all the glam slams that we saw from Beth Phoenix, I felt like she could have gotten the pinfall victory on Natalya several occasions, but just didn't. Because it was a submission match. And of course, gotta try and get in those head games. Locking in a full Nelson. No. Belly to belly drops Natalya down, and Beth Phoenix trying to take some very quick control. There's no saying whether or not Beth Phoenix will even go for a rematch at Extreme Rules now. I mean, why is she wearing the Divas Championship again? That's kind of the main question coming out of Raw tonight. Why has that championship risen from its grave? Why are we seeing that one back on Monday nights? I don't know that Raw really needs two women's championships.
Of the match can change in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
Oh, Natalya's so comfortable in the ring. I'm not sure I've ever seen a diva more adept at our craft. Natalya is a third-generation diva.
Don't forget, obviously, Natalya can also go for those pinfall victories in this one now. Obviously, traditionally the user of the sharpshooter. I would be surprised if she did, but she can. Big DDT.
Beth Phoenix. Silver rope backbreaker. Just writhing in agony.
There's the big yawn again. Can't wait for our main event tonight. Batista versus The Undertaker. One-on-one. World Heavyweight Champion versus WWE Champion. And you know, I have a funny feeling we'll see it again on SmackDown. This game is not very creative with its draft matches. The game's not very creative. I don't think any of them ever really were. I always end up stepping in and booking them myself because, like, it never books in a very consistent or interesting way. Like, I think consistency comes in like either 13 or 14. It starts to book more consistently because it starts to actually have a rivalry system. But that rivalry system, 9 times out of 10, probably even like 9.9 times out of 10, is just the exact same match happening every single week. It's like, I want to start a world title rivalry between Randy Orton and Christian. So the game's like, okay, when this rivalry will be going until Extreme Rules. So, on the road to Extreme Rules, we are going to have Randy Orton versus Christian, Randy Orton versus Christian, Randy Orton versus Christian, and then Randy Orton versus Christian. And then at Extreme Rules, we'll finish the rivalry with Randy Orton versus Christian for the title. And it's like, ah, yeah, that's exciting. By the time you reached Extreme Rules, you're really gonna fucking care about that match. Not this time. No. Michael Cole. Really trying to get a submission off from Natalya. Obviously, you can tell that that's been eating away at Phoenix a little bit.
Can you believe it? This is an undying will to succeed.
You're an undying will. I don't really know what that means, but you take that.
And the boot connects with the abdomen.
Corner goes Natalya Phoenix. Having a moment there.
Beth Phoenix.
Better. Ooh, big kick to the head. Ah.
And there's the axe handle. Where does she get it from?
Natalya looking hot already. I mean, she took a hell of a beating before locking in that sharpshooter WrestleMania last night. It wasn't exactly like Natalya had that 1-1 tenfold. Phoenix is really trying to force Natalya to submit, but she just won't use her Glam Slam lock. It's almost like there needs to be someone else in control of her for her to even remember that that move exists.
Very powerful frame. It's like she's been bred to hurt you. Oh, big move off the check. Watch it.
Uh-oh. Okay, I thought we were going to see that Fisher woman suplex. That is usually the beginning of the end. Instead, we're just seeing more and more domination from... Do I call her the Divas Champion? I feel like she's just dragged that up. I don't know that... I feel like that's like Ted DiBiase with the $1 million title. Like, I don't feel like that's a championship you're going to see defended. I feel like that's, hey, look what I got. Submission hold applied by Natalya. Both these two really based in their submission holds tonight. This one continues to be very competitive. Natalya just, every time she takes offense, it's like she doesn't know what to do because her finishing move requires him to be on the ground. So she just frees for a moment instead. Drags Phoenix out of the corner. Ooh, very quickly went into the sharpshooter this time. She's figured it out. And Phoenix is right near those ropes, is she? Ah, she managed to get the rope break. You're a great reversal.
Beth Phoenix with so much power. Look at this.
Okay, you just did that, Beth. That's a little bit excessive. Well, the former women's champion is definitely more in control right now, I'd say.
Oh, look at this. Natalya's heading north. No.
Oh, okay. I don't really know what Natalya does from the top. Phoenix, uh-oh. Could this be? Okay. Whew. Every time she turns her around for a move, I'm like, here comes the Glam Slam, but instead we're just going to see... To be fair, that was a pretty devastating move. If that won, I'd be okay with that. And it did. So Beth Phoenix has defeated the women's champion 24 hours after the women's champion won the title from Beth Phoenix. But what does this mean? These women are both from Raw. So is it still just a draft pick from SmackDown? And if so, who? Who is coming to Raw from SmackDown? Was this just a guaranteed we're gonna take someone from SmackDown match? I guess we'll see, won't we? Beth Phoenix is victorious. She's celebrating. Let's bring up the draft meter. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring up the draft. There's some Raw superstars. Those are all Raw superstars. What is this? Wait, so is CM Punk staying on Raw? What's it gonna say at the bottom here? Has Phoenix turncoated to SmackDown? Is that the twist? Where's he going? He's staying on Raw! fucking game. It's literally just telling us, hey look guys, it's CM Punk, he's still on Raw. This fucking game, holy shit. I was not expecting that. CM Punk remains on... No, I'm kidding. CM Punk has been drafted to SmackDown. I'm going to go with the story that Beth Phoenix has turncoated to SmackDown, which is why she's brought back to the Divas title. She's bringing a division to SmackDown, and Punk is going to SmackDown too. The plan was genuinely going to be that Beth Phoenix brought back the Divas title to be like, I don't want the Women's Championship, I'm going to SmackDown. So that works. CM Punk is the first draft pick, he's going to SmackDown. There you go. Look at that. What a great sight. Batista begins his second reign as World Heavyweight Champion. Brock Lesnar has been completely unavailable to comment. No one's even seen the guy since he lost the World Heavyweight Championship. He got the hell out of that building fast. Seems quite bitter about losing the World Championship, but Batista pulled off the incredible at WrestleMania when he won Big Gold. And it looks right at home on the waist of Batista, the new World Heavyweight Champion. But here tonight, he's in for an incredibly tough challenge. He has felt the wrath of The Undertaker in the past. Here tonight, the two of them go one-on-one. Last time they met, it was inside Hell in a Cell with Sheamus. Sheamus came out victorious as he tried to pin the two against each other. I don't think they've actually had a one-on-one matchup. Please tell me Undertaker is brought back. I don't want to see him with a spinner belt. That would look ridiculous. Please. Please, Undertaker. Ah, yes. There you go.
And his opponent, the WWE Champion, The Undertaker.
God, that belt adds 10 pounds to the amount his coat sticks out. Fat boy Taker. It's really weird, like the whole coat just seems to be like really pushed out. He looks so wide. Well, The Undertaker is the brand new WWE Champion. He has been in pursuit of that championship since May of last year. Batista in pursuit of the World Heavyweight Championship, well, getting it back at least, since I believe June of last year. These two both have quite similar stories that brought them to their world championships that they now both carry. But who is the bigger and better man? Will SmackDown get its second draft pick of the night so far? CM Punk definitely 100% going to SmackDown, not staying on Raw. Yes, indeed. CM Punk is headed back to Friday nights. The only thing that would top CM Punk being drafted to a brand he's already on is if they did a match between these two and like Undertaker beat Batista and then the draft pick was Batista, so he made his entrance again. It's like, yeah, here's the pyro. But I don't know if you can even have that one happen, to be fair. God, that belt looks tiny. Why does it look so small all of a sudden? That one looked pretty big before. Admittedly, it was on The Miz, who was a lot smaller than Undertaker, but I don't know. I feel like belts don't normally suddenly shrink when they go on tall guys. Champion of Champions title still looks pretty big on Big Show's shoulder, as did the ECW title. I don't really have like a chosen favorite for this one. Either one of these outcomes is A-okay with me.
Undertaker and Batista, both of these men are 300-pounders and possess a physically brutal move.
John Cena says that he may be taking some time away soon to reevaluate things after watching as he was humiliated and defeated by The Undertaker at WrestleMania, and how the fans loudly celebrated John Cena losing his WWE Championship. He says he's done everything to do right by the fans, and in the end that seems to have gotten him nowhere. Said he was a fighting champion, he defended against all comers, he took on some of the best He really tried to prove himself on the road to WrestleMania, but you all just celebrated The Undertaker winning the WWE Championship instead. So John Cena has decided not to waste his time in the ring right now. And I believe we've got another guy who's taken a little step back. Gotta be careful, folks. We don't have that much... we don't have that many people left on Raw and SmackDown. And I mean, ECW's only got 8 competitors now. 7, actually, I think, because Ezekiel Jackson is also out the door.
Batista.
Batista.
Man, that neck's gotta be hurt after that. Watch it.
There will, of course, be ballots coming to ECW as well as Raw and SmackDown following the draft. It's just on draft week. This very week, there will only be 7 competitors on ECW.
One step ahead. Not where you want to be with the dead man. Oh, what a slam! What impact! Undertaker. Oh my gosh!
Where's that shot? I've never seen that shot before. Right next to Undertaker's hand. What is that? It's like a grey shirt with like a guy standing on it. Is that... Oh, fuck, they sat down. I wonder what that shot is. I don't feel like I've ever spotted that in the crowd before.
The dead man.
Hey! I like the green coat guy. Like, he's really dressed up. He looks kind of like an NPC in like Vice City. And now he's holding up a "You're finished" sign. Look at him. He's like, "Hey, look at me. I'm the guy from Vice City."
Oh, look out!
Batista flattening the Undertaker. Please don't injure him. For the love of God, please don't injure him. He's finally won the WWE title.
Look at this hole. We may have him here. And he escapes.
Ah!
Oh no!
Will we see an appearance from Brock Lesnar or John Cena tonight in this matchup?
And Batista punishes him.
Off the ropes. Batista seems to be riding a real hot streak right now.
That'll leave a mark.
I thought I'd align my yawn with what was happening in the ring. You're welcome.
Big right hand, right to the chin. Batista.
Batista! Belly to belly smashes him down onto the mat. Is he going to be able to defeat The Undertaker, though, the World Heavyweight Champion and the WWE Champion, giving us a real dream match here tonight, and there's no Batista at ringside to randomly attack one of them and have the match end with a black screen. This Champion of Champions match is actually going to have a finish.
And another outstanding wrestling maneuver.
Outstanding.
What should we expect from The Undertaker now, Mick? A nice reversal by The Undertaker. Yow!
Uh-oh, beginning of the end. Choke slam on Batista. Oh, wow, he got up from that real fast. That didn't do anything to him.
Oh, did you see the head whip back? Uh-oh. Watch this.
Oh, and a spinebuster too. These two are both getting ready to wrap this one up. Batista's just that little bit more ready, I guess. Because here comes the Batista Bomb.
Incredible impact.
And oh my god. That was perfect. That was perfectly set up. Undertaker just sat up from the Batista Bomb.
Wow! Talk about timing. And there's the belly-to-belly suplex.
That is nuts.
And there goes the best
And he almost went straight into the comeback sequence, which would have been really cool, but of course that got reversed because for some reason in this game, 9 times out of 10, you just can't do a comeback in this game. Even the AI can't pull them off. Like, I feel like they either the period either lasts too short, or they just reverse too often in this game when you go to do it. Because like, I know in like every other wrestling game I can remember playing, so it must be from 13 onwards that they fix it. I remember like shitloads of comeback sequences, whereas I feel like in this game there's been like barely any. This would be a weird way to end the match. Okay, well I'm glad it wasn't. Goes for what the hell? Oh. Batista looking very strong right now up against the WWE Champion. But he keeps on fighting. In the span of 3 days, Undertaker has been through Mark Henry and John Cena. It's no wonder that the guy isn't quite as 100% as Batista. Yes, he went through Brock Lesnar last night, but he had Monday off. And he did go through John Cena and lose on SmackDown, actually. My bad. I forgot about that. The dead man.
Watch it. Use all his weight on that leg drop.
Okay. This one has been very back and forward. Batista seems to have had the advantage. You notice Undertaker is just not, he's been hurting quite a bit since we saw the Batista bomb.
Look at the composure of the Undertaker.
I'm looking.
Intercepted.
Intercepted. Into the corner goes the Undertaker. Batista stalking him over there. Goes for a strike, but Undertaker quickly caught him.
Big move coming.
I really thought he was going to go for old school. I miss old school. I don't feel like I've seen Undertaker do that once this whole season. I don't know if he did it in the previous one. I don't actually remember the previous season that much already.
Ow, that was a serious shot there.
Oh, again, the Undertaker just sitting right up. You can't keep a dead man down.
Undertaker counters it.
Actually, that's exactly what you can do, but not this one. Hey, what? Batista's been all over the Undertaker. He is riding a lot of momentum.
Momentum has shifted back and forth repeatedly. Not this.
He's clearly riding high after defeating Brock Lesnar for the World Heavyweight Championship. Batista going for a Batista bomb. Undertaker with the perfect luchador reversal.
Batista had to have been thinking Batista bomb. Uh-oh, this is bad. Talk about plating your opponent. And there's the axe handle.
I would say the Undertaker in Spanish, but I don't know how. And Undertaker lifting Batista up on his shoulder. Here's the tombstone pile driver from the SmackDown WWE Champion. Is Raw about to lose another superstar? We lost CM Punk and Beth Phoenix apparently, but Batista kicked out of a tombstone and he doesn't even look phased from it.
And there's the submission hold. Will this do it?
Man, this is very competitive. You can tell why these two are the world champions of their respective brands.
Refusing to submit.
This feels like a dream match, honestly. In a way, I hope we do see this again on SmackDown. This is great. Undertaker actually seems to be backing up there. You could see the hurt in his face. Uh-oh.
Oh, submission.
He might not even have to tap. He might pass out. Batista got that locked in tight. Undertaker once again DDTs himself out of it, though. What is he doing? What was that? Undertaker looked like he was about to take a shit in the ring. That was really strange. Oh, jeez. Don't injure him, please. Batista. Oh, it's got to be it. He's going for the pin. That's got to be it. It's got to be over. Undertaker has taken so much damage. And there was only so much he could withstand. Batista hit that Batista bomb early on in the match, and it just kept going from there. But Batista was just on a mean streak. And the World Heavyweight Champion pins the WWE Champion to pick up a draft pick for Raw. By any chance, is that draft pick going to be R-Truth? I do wonder. I just don't know why else he'd be there. Who is Raw about to pick up from SmackDown with the World Heavyweight Champion to thank for it? SmackDown got a very big first pick in CM Punk, but who will Raw claim as their first pick of the week? This is a big one. A lot of good stars on SmackDown, including Booker T, yes. Who's it gonna be? It could be The Undertaker. I'm shocked. Truly, I am shocked. Who saw this one coming? R-Truth has been separated from the crew. What does this mean for R-Truth? The guy's gone solo. He's talking to himself. He looks devastated. I don't really know what we're supposed to do. The show is over. He's coming down to the ring for some reason. I don't really know what he's going to do once he's in the ring. R-Truth making his first appearance here on Raw since the 2010 draft, where he was drafted to SmackDown. To be fair, he was with Henry on Raw and he was with Henry on SmackDown. Maybe Henry will get drafted over to Raw too. Maybe he won't be separated from the crew. But right now, I feel kind of sorry for the guy. He's just lost his team, his crew. So the draft continues next on SmackDown.